Alright people, let's do this one last time. Now originally I was going to do a tier list of Spider-Man comics based on the PS1 games to see if they're worth reading before a brand new day comes out. But since there's way too much material and I still have a long way to go, I think I'll just postpone that for now. So here we go, a quick low effort video on my opinion towards Spider-Man Brand New Day. Which congratulations to Tom Holland for being the first live action Spidey to have 4 movies in a row. It's not every day you get to see a trilogy getting a 4th movie. Now there are rumors that the 4th movie was originally going to be another multiverse movie, which come on, let's face it, we already have enough crossovers meeting alternate universe selves. I think Miles should just handle that. And when I heard that this was going to be a street level Spider-Man movie, I was excited even more since we don't have to see Spider-Man fight cosmic level villains or someone who could do more destruction. They even had Jackie Chan's stunt team and the guy who directed Shang-Chi, and I said, hell yeah! Finally some street level martial arts! Too bad that movie turned into a poor man's Tekken.
Tell me, where did we go so wrong?
So that was a fucking lie.
Hey, I've seen like enough photo shoots of this being filmed in the streets. It's like they're taking feedback on giving what Spider-Man fans want. So I went to the theater, bought myself a ticket, had my popcorn, had my soda, sat down, and watched the movie. And it was okay. Just okay. But before I want to talk about my issues, let's talk about the good stuff. The more fun stuff, if you will. And it's how they depicted Spider-Man here. I like how 85% of the movie is always behind the mask. I hope there isn't any unnecessary CGI, but I do love me some good suit acting. I love how there's a lot more swinging scenes, and I like how Peter is so strict of his identity. It really gives me more of those Ditko era vibes of Peter trying to be as anonymous as possible. Now forgive me if I haven't watched the Punisher show, because I see how some people dislike how the Punisher is treated here, but I like him. I really like how he steals the show for me. Spidey and him have this unlikely relationship, the good cop, bad cop duo, but he's a total bro sometimes. Sometimes! Because I think him shooting a bullet at the end is kind of stupid for him. Now it's implied that different radioactive spiders give different powers. Miles has his electric shock, Toby has organic webs, but loses his powers when he has depression.
Existential crisis stuff.
Yeah.
And now MCU Spider-Man's radioactive spider somehow also has a side effect when depressed. It's basically him mutating into this man spider, but we never got to see it, don't worry. Oh, we almost did in a nightmare sequence, but it was too creepy.
Coward. We have a new world to conquer.
I wasn't really a huge fan of this until the end of the movie. Like him in the final battle of combining his organic side and human side. So yeah, it does seem like MCU Spider-Man can just go organic if he wants to. Basically his Bully Maguire mode, without the symbiote. Guess they took notes from Web of Shadows or something. Okay, now for some of the negative parts. When I came to this movie, I was expecting maybe the themes of the movie is about moving on, and seeing that Peter still has the letter, the movie is trying to pick up where it last off from that multiverse event. I like how since Ned doesn't remember Peter, it kind of turns him into this investigator of trying to figure out who Spider-Man is. And then MJ has Paul.
I'm Paul.
Maybe this is just me, but I feel like they didn't go far with the themes of moving on. Because it still feels like Peter is still latching onto Ned and MJ. Like it didn't seem like some lessons are learned here. And maybe it was time for him to make some new friends, you know, like Gwen or Harry. But now they skipped MIT because he's graduated now. I mean, the scene of MJ reading the letter, it's such a powerful scene. Same thing happens when Spidey takes MJ home. The sound awkward swinging, you can just tell how Peter is feeling without looking at his face revealed. And since the spell worked, she just has no memories of him. Like, no feelings of love. But MJ was like, hey, wanna come inside? And Peter was like, yeah, sure. So do they love each other again, or do they not? I mean, Paul was only in one scene. It didn't seem like MJ likes him, judging by implied dialogue. But what I really want to know is, does Peter want to restart his romantic relationship? I like the scene of Peter building Legos with Ned, and how he hasn't had the best fun in years. But now comes the real kicker, the real gimmick. Ever since No Way Home's nostalgia marketing of bringing back the old actors from old Spider-Man movies, it seems like they're trying to do this again, but this time, it's got something to do with the mystery of Sadie Sink's character. This was big news because her role was kept a secret. No one knows who she's gonna be. Some say she was gonna be a comic accurate MJ, some say she's John Gray, some say Madeline Pryor, some say Spider-Queen, some say Typhoid Mary, some people even called her Spider-Girl. Now my dumb prediction was that she's a fusion of MJ and John Gray, so I'll just call her Mary John Gray, because why the fuck not? I'm just placing bets at this point. Can't be too unpredictable, can they? I never watched Stranger Things, but even I was intrigued by his role as John Gray.
Fuck!
Now frankly, if I'm gonna be honest, I kinda wish it wasn't John Gray, just because I want to see Twitter melt down that all their predictions are red herring. But it kinda sucks how this street-level Spider-Man movie just leads to an X-Men origin story. Look, maybe it's because Deadpool 1 is my only X-Men movie I watched, but frankly, I'm just not excited. I feel like this is added here just so Kevin Feige could say, "Look! The X-Men are coming! The X-Men are coming!" Just because the multiverse saga failed and now they want to move on to the mutant saga, now they have X-Men rights again. And I just didn't like it. I just don't like how they suddenly shoehorned X-Men into a Spider-Man movie. I really should have seen this coming because some racist that hates mutant character is announced in this movie. Another thing I thought was going to be in this movie is Venom because they keep mentioning VMAX, which I'm assuming is some kind of Venom Maximum Carnage reference or something. That it turns out it's just the name of a ventilation system, just to name the prison to store John. But you know what? Fine, I'm okay with that. But what I'm not fine here is how they suddenly turned this movie into a fear movie. Forgive my lack of X-Men experience, but since when is Alma Wade a Spider-Man villain? Why is she in this movie? Why? Oh Daniel, fool me once, you turned Shang-Chi into this poor man's Tekken. Fool me twice, you turned the Spider-Man movie into a goddamn fear movie! Okay, maybe I don't blame this guy. If anything, maybe I should just blame Feige here, or someone at Sony, just because I'm not keen on some X-Men character of all things turned into a Spider-Man villain.
How could this happen?
I mean, Shang-Chi, No Way Home, Doctor Strange, and Fantastic Four are the only Spider-Man... are the only MCU movies I watched after Far From Home. So I'm not sure if I'm excited to watch the next MCU phase after Doomsday. Should I watch Doomsday? No, I do like how they extended Homecoming's revelations of Aunt May finding out Peter is Spider-Man. I really like that scene too of how Peter and John having something in common. Although I'm not sure if John is going to be the new love interest. I mean, if they do, then, well, congratulations. Peter's got a redhead girlfriend now. But I don't know, we'll just see what happens in the X-Men movie. Like, it didn't feel like the Spider-Man movie that was promised to fans. Like, it would have been nice if this movie was about a gang war. But no, let's just shove an X-Men in there. Let's just shove it in there. Like, I don't want X-Men! And with that being said, I feel like the biggest negative I have with this movie is how they handled broke Peter. Now, I don't really know how much money Peter gets, but the only expensive piece of hardware he has right now is this super strong Unreal 5 GTX RTX whatever supercomputer in his apartment, in which God knows how much money it costs. It kinda gives me this question, where does he get the money? Like, is it from the Wolf or something? Does she like share money with Spider-Man? Was it the money he got from the mayor? Like, I feel like this is the biggest plot hole. Compare that to Raimi's Spider-Man, you can tell how he's struggling with money, and how he's just broke as fuck. But here, it seems like the only issue he has is that he has no bathroom, just like how some Gmod RP maps don't have bathrooms. And I feel like that's my one big problem with this movie. Where does he get the money? Doesn't he have like a civilian job? Does he work with the Bugle just to make fake news? Does he sell daily Bugle supplements? Does he have a Patreon, Ko-Fi? Buy me a coffee? Share his videos on social media without a face reveal goal? Because I don't think he's struggling enough. His relationship life? Yeah. His career life? I don't even know! Like, the more I think about the negatives, the more it feels like a cop-out from the last movie. Which, even though the movie is just fan service galore, I did still find myself impactful with that bittersweet ending. But now, this movie, it just feels like a cop-out. Like, when they said this movie was going to start a brand new era, like a brand new day, I actually thought this movie was going to be like a soft reboot or something. Same Spider-Man with a new coat of paint. But this is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What the hell did you expect? And as much as I don't trust Sony, I do at least trust them more with handling Spider-Man than the Spider-Man spin-offs. Once again, I now understand why some people say Homecoming is the best of the Holland movies. Kinda like how GoldenEye is the only good Brosnan Bond movie. I really can never get a standalone Holland movie, can I? I think I'll give this a 2.5, sorry if I feel disappointed. I guess this isn't the Spider-Man movie that I wanted. I mean, it's not as overstuffed as some people say. I think that stuff happens in the intro, and that's about it. I feel like if they removed the X-Men teaser and how the movie commits to its themes, I feel like this could have been the best Spider-Man movie. They could have had Kingpin as the villain, but Daredevil's reserved him. There's that. What about you guys? Did you like Spider-Man Brand New Day, or are you as disappointed as I am? Let me know in the comments below. Also, sorry if this is a more low-effort video. I just feel like filling something in now that's August. And to let you know that I'm not dead yet. I'll go back making high-effort videos soon. Well, unless if you're new here, go watch them right now. I hope they're worth your time. Like, subscribe, donate, comment, and I'll see you next time.
Alright, here you go!
Hey kids! Thank you all for coming! Thank you! Eat plenty of Krabby Patties!